Hey guys, happy full moon in Leo. It is Aquarius season and the moon is in Leo, so that always means it's a full moon. This is one of the best full moons because Aquarius is an air sign. It is the fixed air sign. It is the oldest of the air signs. It's very mature. And then Leo, it saves us from this cold detachment by bringing us into a heart space, making us more heart-centered, heart-focused. I'm gonna spray some healing wisdom. Nice. Aromatherapy. It's nice. Um, Today is a good day, okay? And I have a beautiful reading for you. I actually pulled the cards last night and I loved this reading. I used the Druid Druid Animal Oracle deck. Okay, this is an awesome deck recommended to me by a friend. So we're just going to jump in. I'm going to go over the energy of the day and of this month with this full moon. Okay, so first thing that came out for your heart of the matter is the air dragon. And the air dragon signifies visions. Um, it is a higher entity coming and giving you information, clarity, insight of some kind. This is the kind of clarity that cuts through the fog. Okay. Just like Leo is the fire. Okay. Aquarius is detached kind of air energy. It's in its own little world. Fire changes everything. This is an insightful moon for what lights up your life. What is it that's lighting up your life, right? And because it is Leo, Leo is ruled by the sun. Um, we are being asked to be authentic and a little braver in our authenticity today. That's definitely a big message I'm getting. Like you might be someone with a lot of different, you might keep a lot to yourself these days, okay? Because you don't want to bother people, you don't want to rock the boat. But the problem is when you keep all of your light to yourself, then you're actually being selfish because there are people who need to hear your voice. There are people who need to learn from you. And if you don't share your knowledge, your experience, your special talents with the world, then you're actually being selfish. That's one way to look at Leo energy, right? Leo radiates authenticity. The highest expression of Leo is someone being their truest self. And one thing I love about all Leo signs, I've noticed this for a long time. Leo is a sign that magnifies the moon in people's charts. So, whatever your moon sign is, like if you're a Leo, you're going to express it. You are going to show the moon sign more than anyone in the entire zodiac, I think. It's like you can look at pictures of Leo celebrities by moon sign and they all look they like literally radiate the moon sign in their appearance, in their demeanor, in their expressions, everything about it is authentic. They lit That's just my understanding of Leo. It's so authentic. And today I went to a yoga class and the teacher was also a Leo and we got talking because he is into tarot and astrology. And I mean, he was such a classic Leo, just so gregarious. He described this moon as flamboyant and extravagant. He's like, I have to let everyone know I am a Leo. You know, he's like, that's my job. I got to do my job here in this universe, right? And he was really funny about it, really cute. It was great. Like I felt so good that he shared with me that he was interested in these things because you never know when you talk to someone whether or not they're going to be offended by certain things. I'm living in an area that um, I don't like. I don't like the area I'm living in. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't fully understand it, but I have like freaked people out really bad by just like wearing a shirt that says like a zodiac sign on it. And it's a shirt that I got like for $5 at Altered State, which is like a Christian store, you know? Like it's a store that like kind of puts like I don't know, Christian values like in the front. Like they have Bible verses everywhere and crucifixes, but then they also have zodiac stuff. And I'm like, cool. I'm into that too. Like I'm into studying religion. It doesn't freak me out. But like I've had people have really weird reactions to me in this area because it's like they're really hardcore about their specific brand of Christianity. And unfortunately, like you can't let one intolerant person or inflexible person make you stop sharing who you are. Okay? Because if you think about it, if you're an artist or a creative, most people are delighted when they see an authentic expression that isn't unafraid and totally uninhibited. People are delighted by it. But then you meet that one person who's offended, and you remember that one person more than anyone else. So that is one message I've been getting today. Okay. I also pulled for the present moment the stag. So this is like a leader. You are in like leadership energy, and I'm going to read to you a little bit about the stag. Hang on one second. Pride, independence, and purification. So, like what I was just saying, you should have a little pride in yourself. You should be a little independent of others' opinions. And you should purify negativity from your life. That's what I'm literally talking about today. So, the stag came out for our present moment. The stag brings grace, majesty, and integrity. And if you ever feel vulnerable or under scrutiny, attuning to the stag and asking for the protection of his spirit will bring you calmness, strength, and dignity. He will also help you to gain and maintain independence. In Ogam, the Druid language of the sacred trees, the stag is related to Beeth, the birch tree, and the number one, which is linked to the blessing of beginnings. It is auspicious to draw this card when considering new projects. The stag's connection with fertility and sexuality signifies that you will bring great dignity, grace, power, and integrity to your sexual life as well. So, I mean, I'm getting a sense like new beginning. It's a full moon, new beginning, new chapter of the year. This is the first, I think this is the first full moon of our year. No, it can't be. Nah, there was another one. No, we had a new moon in Capricorn. Yeah, so this might be. I forget. So this moon in Leo is really like the beginning of a creative project. This can be the beginning of a real promise to yourself, maybe to be more authentic, to be more independent of others' opinions, to go for what you want and what you're truly interested in. Um, for our known desire, I picked up the boar reversed. And the boar, I will read to you a little bit more about the boar. The warrior spirit, leadership, and direction. Now, this is saying that basically, this is an interesting one. There is a close connection in tradition between madness and pigs or the boar, okay? Um, and basically people who were considered to be mad were made to do the job of being swineherds. So they would be the ones caring for the packs of pigs, right? The pig pen. Merlin, in his period of madness, talks to pigs, and within this image is conveyed the concept that madness and insight are closely allied. Sometimes we have to go through a period of breakdown to allow something deeper to enter our lives. The boar is the emissary of the terrible mother, also the initiator. So this is saying like instead of becoming a leader or having a warrior spirit, you kind of want to like literally spiral into madness. Maybe because you're not being accepted by others. Like Merlin is a wizard, right? Like you might have really unique gifts that are unique to you, and you don't want to share them because you're afraid of backlash. So, like, it's like you want to have your own space and place where you can just release all this tension and confusion. Um, that's our known desire. And that makes sense because we are coming out of confusion with this air dragon spirit as our heart of the matter, bringing us clarity. We have the goose as our hidden factor. This is what people don't see about us and with you. So the goose is a mother, family, not motherly, but it's a family oriented animal. This is an animal that has very close family bonds with the members of its flock. And then also they travel. They travel all over the place. So they are not afraid of movement. They're not afraid of change. And they have this, they are spiritual in a way in that they're grounded together. They travel across continents. Yeah, they can travel many, many, many miles and just do these massive migrations, but they stay together. They help each other. They help each other to travel. So like this is a very interesting family card where you're taking care of others. I'll just read the keywords for goose real quick. But that's grounded and spiritual energy with like a family kind of mindset. It's saying vigilance, parenthood, and productive power, right? This might be that you are also committed to your responsibilities, to raising a family or committing yourself to a long-term partnership. That's what the goose does. Okay, you are not someone who is wavering from um from your responsibilities. And I love the metaphor. It's like the goose is a family oriented creature, but still it goes through many changes and it's experiencing many different landscapes and settings, but they're doing it together, right? They are together as a family. We have the hare as our ap attitude. This is the attitude today. Sometimes it's the obstacle, but this is the attitude of the day moving forward. So we're getting our insight today to be more genuine. And then this hair comes out as an attitude to follow our intuition. Okay, the intuition of the hair is very strong. This card represents rebirth, intuition, and balance. Okay. This is the hare is a creature of the goddess, the moon and the night. Okay. These animals are adept at shape shifting. We can never know exactly where the hare is in this or the other world. It represents intuition, which makes things suddenly appear in our consciousness, like the lapwing eggs of Ostere. Ostere? I'm saying that wrong. Ostere. That magically appear in the hare's form. Interesting. This hare brings the excitement of rebirth, fertile abundance, and a willing release. As each creative cycle comes to an end, with the hare as your ally, you will be able to negotiate times of change and you will be able to draw on your intuition to guide you through life. So you are being guided in your steps here by your intuition. You are someone with very strong intuition. That is what this is saying. You are kind of like a shapeshifter. Okay. So what I've been getting in this reading, guys, is that you may have felt misunderstood in the past. Okay. Um, and this is basically saying like you've been kind of like shape shifting. You have kind of been playing different roles to fit in certain places. And the stag is here to say, no, you can be independent. You can still purify negativity and fit in. You can be brave, right? Then I pulled the crane reversed, and this was interesting twist because the crane is saying we want to kind of isolate. And the only reason we're wanting to isolate is because we're in denial about death. So this is where it all comes together. Okay, this reading is actually really a beautiful read, and I hope I'm communicating it well today. Um, Let me just read you this about the crane. Sorry, it's like here we go. Crane, secret knowledge, patience, and longevity. This is upright crane. You got the moon there again. We have another moon kind of featured card. So this animal is related to water, moon. The hair is also mysterious like the moon. See how it's like a waxing moon in the background? Maybe it's waning. I forget. Okay. So reverse says the crane can stand alone for hours, but it will also join others to fly or dance. The crane reversed may signify a need to find a balance between being alone and being with others. Spending too much time alone can create feelings of isolation. Having no time to oneself can be an avoidance of self-knowledge and loneliness. The shadow side of the crane manifests as harshness, meanness, and a nagging, complaining disposition. If this describes you, try to relate to the deeper aspects of the crane, in which it becomes an animal of the goddess as crone or the wise woman. Ask yourself if you are denying the wise woman who has a knowledge of death and the underworld, and whether your negative behavior may be a reflection of this denial. So, we do not want to be harsh, mean, nagging, complaining. Okay, people are driving us crazy, which is why we're like, we want to get out of here. um, and the crane is kind of like isolating and maybe around people too much. So you want to find that balance there. But what I got from this, the big insight here as to why we should embrace this authentic knowledge that we have, the secret knowledge that you possess, is because life is short. Okay, the goddess as a crone who understands the underworld knows that this life is seriously temporary. It is a transient moment in time that you exist, that the people around you exist. And I also got that, like, we care about others. And that's why you've been holding back and shape shifting to try to keep from rocking the boat, okay, in the past. But life is too short to pretend to be someone else. You should not be shifting or isolating yourself to the point where you are hiding your knowledge from others. Um, because you might have important messages here. I also got that you have a healer energy here with the hare, and the stag and the goose, especially. Um, you have this healer spirit. You care about others. You actually care about the people in your flock. You care about the people or the animals or the plants that are in your vicinity. If you're taking care of these people, then you should talk to them with authenticity. You should share your secret knowledge. You should not be afraid to share what is in your heart space with others. And if it's really difficult for them, then that's another story. You have to maybe just understand that that person's not really meant to be close to you. If your authenticity really upsets someone that much, then they're not really meant to be a friend. They're not really meant to be around in your life. It's a it's a blessing to know that, right? But you shouldn't be shape-shifting to the point where, and I keep saying shape-shifting now, but like you shouldn't be hiding your true thoughts. You shouldn't be ashamed of the things you're interested in. Like if I'm interested in tarot, I'm interested in tarot. So what? If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, then cool. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're all going to die very soon. Like life is temporary, guys. Okay? There's no reason to hold on to things so tight. Um which is like kind of a nice message for the fixed signs of like Aquarius and Leo. It's like Leo brings passion. All right. Like life is nothing if it doesn't have passion, right? I also pulled a few other cards. So I pulled the sun card as a conclusion here. So when we are in our sun energy, we are being our authentic selves. We are also taking care of ourselves. We have abundance to celebrate the joys of life with others. And we are able to do a lot of different things. Like here are animals in this card, like the monarch butterfly. I see birds. This reminds me of also travel. You might be traveling more. You might decide to travel. You might be planning your trips in the new year or deciding to move. You also have the Page of Wands coming out. So you have some inspiring messages to share with others. I would encourage you to share your inspiration with others, not your meanness, not your harshness, not your criticisms. Okay. If you're doing that, that's because you're not feeling comfortable sharing your true self. Okay. You are in denial about how short like this life is. Okay. You do not, your inspirational messages might be needed by someone. And that's where your intuition comes in. Someone may need to talk to you and hear what you have to say. And you might have been guided to this specific place for a reason to share this specific information. Okay. And it's not like easy. This isn't easy to do. The Fool child is coming out. So there are new beginnings happening here. There's definitely a new beginning coming. I feel it. I really feel it. And the universe. So, like, this is the final card where, like, all possibilities are possible. You might be closing a cycle at this time where it's like, it's going to be like there was life before this time and there was a life after. And the life after is totally different, right? I also pulled Good Friend, which I put in the heart of the matter. So Air Dragon might be inspiring you today. The insight you're going to be getting is different for everyone. Like you might be getting a different download today, with the Leo moon coming out. But to be a good friend is to be someone who expresses true love, essentially, by giving people the space to express themselves, even if you don't agree. It's okay, right? Like that's a good friend. You should be able to listen to others without losing your head, right? And I think there's an injury in this boar energy where you feel like you can't be authentic because it's going to hurt someone. Um but a good friend is not going to be hurt by your authentic self. Okay? And also, you can't be a good friend until you're authentic, right? You are being spiritually guided. You are. I associate that with the hair. And also, the Page of Cups came out for your attitude moving forward. So you may have I know you have a lot of care for others because this came out with our attitude in the hair. So you're using your intuition to care for others. You are really being careful about how you are treating the people around you, because you realize how emotions can be very volatile and we are like children even when we're adults. We can experience sadness and anger and joy very quickly. Emotions come and go so fast. And the cups represent the emotions. And in this card, there's so many children here, and they're experiencing so many different emotions. That doesn't change when we get older. People are still like children. We just hide it better. That's all. We're hiding it, but we are still like, I look at older adults like my parents or someone who's in their 60s or 70s. They are this is why like working and having a purpose is really important because emotions can literally mess up your day for real. Like it's when you are like at the whim of your emotions, you can't get anything done, you know? So, like, here you are comfortable with your emotions. You are comfortable with the fact that you're feeling something and you can express how you feel and be honest about how you feel. That's okay. You can be honest. You can just be like, all right, like, you can just honestly tell people how you feel. And like, try to this is like a card of movement, so like you are able to bring knight. This is Knight of Cups. Did I say page? This is a Knight of Cups, so this is like forward moving, responsible, emotional energy where you are sharing with others in a way that is not too chaotic, and you're using that hair energy to be intuitively guided. With the goose, the Empress came out. So you do have a really stable home base. This is the hidden factor. You are manifesting a happy home life. You are manifesting a happy home. You are manifesting a stable foundation. You are really manifesting fertility and abundance. So that is something that you can work with. Like, you have this stable foundation. Why are you afraid? You don't have anything to be afraid of. You can help others from this energy. With this energy and the goose energy, you are a protector and you can help people in your flock. You want to work well with others. Six of Pentacles came out with the stag. So, like, you are someone who can take a leadership position, but also you don't mind working with others on their terms. You don't always have to be the leader, right? We had the Two of Wands coming out with the Boar. So you are starting new things, okay? Or you're wanting to start new things. And you are starting new things because also the Two of Pentacles came out. So, like, you are trying different things, you are talking to different people. You might, since it is the new year, maybe you like joined a class or you're trying something different that you haven't done before. It is really awesome. And that this came out with the air dragon. You might discover something through these new things that you're trying. Okay, so like the Two of Pentacles is typically like a juggler. They have two jobs, or they sometimes they're dating multiple people. I hope that's not the case, but you learn more when you are giving yourself time to explore different options, right? So you are going to be receiving insight, very clear insight, and like thunderbolts of knowledge are coming to you because you allowed yourself to kind of try different things at this time. That's what this is saying. And good friend is here. Treat people with dignity. Okay, and recognize how sensitive other people are, and you can be a great healer and a good friend to the people around you. That is very cleansing energy. Cleansing came out as well. I also pulled out spicy honey, which I still don't really know why I wrote this and what it means, but you are someone who is different. Okay, you have an unexpected element to your personality, and maybe that's what it might mean to be authentic here. It's like people do not, they might be a little shocked by you. When you share more about yourself, they're like, oh, like I didn't see that coming. You are spicy and you're sweet. You're not exactly what you appeared to be. You are multiple things. So you have this really nice, like, kind of unexpected element to share with others. You should share it. Don't be afraid just because you met one person who didn't like it, right? And then teacher came out as a conclusion with the crane and the sun, the sage of wands, who's the page of wands. You have a lot to share with others. Okay? And you shouldn't be shy. You shouldn't be anxious. Be brave, right? Be brave. Like you got these big antlers on your head, like you have a crown. You do not have to worry as much as you think you do. Like, you are someone who's already been through a lot. Like, you've already experienced a lot. You have a lot to share. You have wisdom, you have intuition, you have a stable foundation. So there's nothing to be afraid of. Open your heart space so that you can actually make authentic connections in this new year. That's what we want. We want authentic connections with people. Like today, I made an authentic connection with someone who, when I really haven't had like something like that happen in a while, where I'm like, whoa, like someone actually relates with what I'm saying. They understand what I'm saying. Like, wow, okay, that's exciting. Because this area I'm in, I don't know, it's like Protestant Christians. I don't know. It's like everyone goes to a big church where there's like a band and they're playing like electric guitars or something, and like they don't drink and they're very uptight, and anything outside of that really safe space of having the, I don't know, concert level production of Christianity is really uncomfortable. I don't fully understand. I don't fully understand it because I grew up Catholic. So I don't, in Catholicism, my church is boring. Okay. So I don't know. I'm getting lost in the sauce with this. All I'm saying is that you might be in an area where you are different, okay, from the people you're meeting or the people you're around. But it doesn't mean that you're not a teacher. You're still a teacher, and most people would appreciate your insight. When I think about it, actually, the thing is, most people actually love my insight in this area. So I'm still wrong, even saying what I'm saying. Like the negative event is so strong compared to all the positive events that have happened. There were more positive events than negative events in this area, but I'm still like affected by those negative events so much. So we have to cleanse that out. Cleanse that out. Cleanse it. Okay? That one person doesn't like share the same interests as you. That's okay. Move on. You just have to move on and keep being yourself. That doesn't mean you have to stop being yourself, right? There's nothing wrong with you. Seriously. Um, And I think that's where I'm going to stop it today. I hope this reading made sense in some way to someone. And thank you. If you made it this far, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.